recording myself. I might have to, because they... Okay, sorry. Alright, so allow paste. Okay, so what I did was I kind of put this into my... I don't have... because I'm using a brand new computer here, I'm just going to put this in my desktop, okay, and I'm going to call it circle. Alright, let's see. I'm just testing this to see if this works, because I... Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and click on edit. Okay, on the very top it says edit. Okay. For those of you who don't know what edit is this little thing right here. Okay, it's this guy right here. So click. Okay, so then what you're going to do is you're going to create a sequence. Okay, sequence. So right here, click over there, click on sequence. And then on the bottom over here, you should see HDV all the way down to where it says HDV 720p. And let's call the sequence name circles. Okay, so all right, and then press OK. All right, press OK, and you should have this. All right, now what we're going to do is we're actually going to draw a circle. So once again, you go to the toolbar like we did yesterday. Actually, you know what? Let's make it a rectangle, a rectangle tool. Let's use a rectangle, not a circle. Let's use a rectangle, please. And what I'd like for you to do is, again, you may want to shrink this area right here. Okay, you may want to shrink it. I know it's hard to see. Can't believe how bad it is. I'm gonna have to improve this visual. All right, and then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to draw a square like about there. Okay, just like that. Let's do that. And then go ahead and okay. So it should be right here. Let's expand this. What I normally do is I go up to, you see how I'm doing? I'm scrubbing across the timer until it hits 1 minute. Now I can go ahead and click in here and put in 1 minute and 0 seconds. And doesn't matter what frame it is, but you'll note that once you press return, it'll go to the 1 minute mark. Okay? And then I'm just going to go ahead and expand this all the way across. All right, let me know if I'm going too fast or if I need to repeat any steps. Okay, but we kind of went through this yesterday, but I figured it out yesterday. It's almost easier to think when you're by yourself. No offense to anybody here. All right, so let's go ahead. Again, we've got the whole thing. And now what we got to do, what I figured out yesterday, is you have to have effects control, but we were working in this effects control. What you got to do now is you got to go find shape. Right here, shape. That's the one we got to use. So if you click down further, okay, now you should be able to see under transform, okay, this is what you mess with, okay, this right here, this guy right here. Click on that. And yeah, so listen up. So basically what you do is, let's go rotation first. Okay, so click on rotation here. All right, and then what you can actually move this in a little bit more. So let's move the timeline up a little bit, like maybe about there. And let's go ahead and use this right here and kind of scrub it to the right a little bit so you can kind of see. You'll notice that it changed. And now you'll see that it actually changes. You see that when you move the scrubber? So go a little bit more and then scrub it a little bit more. Go a little bit more and tilt it more. There we go. Tilt it more. And So you see, and then kind of go like this. You see that? How it kind of moves. And so as you can see now, okay, so back to where it was. So now you can see that it kind of spins a little bit. See that? Everybody good? And what I like for you, so remember, it's under, everything's under the shape. Where it says shape, that's what you got to work with, okay? And now what you can do is matching these, you can actually also change the appearance, okay? So if you put the scrub bar all the way across to appearance right there. Okay, and maybe if you put a toggle right here where it says appearance, click there. As best as you can. It should be a warning. Okay, sorry. I'll do it again. Okay, so then maybe, like if you click on this arrow, remember the arrow goes to the very next keyframe. As you see that, it goes to the next keyframe, and then at that point, you can go ahead and give it a new fill. So click here and like say make it red. Okay, so as you can see right here, it'll turn red at this point, okay? So go ahead, and you don't have to do every keyframe, okay? Go to the next one. Is everything okay there? And then change the key, again, change it to another one. Go ahead and change it to every color, any color that you can find. Okay, so let's go green. You can also give it a stroke value here. You can go ahead and change the stroke value by clicking on the checkbox here first, and then clicking on this area here and maybe giving it a yellow, which is quite contrast to green, and giving it a deeper border, like maybe up to 30 or 28. You'll notice that there's there. See that? So kind of go over here. Okay. And then go to another one, and then I'm going to scroll down and go to the next one. Okay. I'm aligning with the rotation, okay? So now I'm going to go, let's go black, okay? And then maybe with a stroke, I'll go red. So as you can see, it's kind of making all sorts of cool looking effects here. All right, so that's the end of my, no, it's not the end of my keyframes here. So let's go here. Okay, and then I'm going to give it a, and you don't have to worry about the drop shadow just yet. That's not important. Okay, all right, so now if you press play, you'll notice that it's really, really slow. Okay, and that's okay. You can just kind of scrub it across. Well, I'll show you how to speed it up in a second. Now, what I'd like you to do is move it to a different position. Go across, zigzag like we did yesterday. Okay, so in this case, again, we are still under shape. Okay, and so then click on click on position. All right, and again, make sure you're in the first keyframe, because you'll see there's a keyframe there under position. So that starts over there. So I'm going to go ahead and click on the rotation, click on the next keyframe, and this time I'm going to move it to the right a little bit, okay, right about there. And then I'm going to go ahead, and this one is a little easier because, let's go ahead, actually there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so maybe this time I'll go all the way across here, and then go to the next keyframe, and this time I'm going to bring it down across. Okay, and then let's go to the next one. This time I'm going to bring that across here, and then let's go to the next one, and this time I'm going to bring that up there. Okay? So as you can see now, look at that. So you see it kind of goes across a little bit. There we go. Okay? All right, and I don't have as many keyframes, and the question was, let me show you. Okay, so here are all the, and unfortunately I should have done this sooner, but here are all the keyframes, and what you do is you try to bring them closer together. So I would just do, like, highlight all this and bring them really close, and then highlight the next set, okay, you see, except for the one, so then bring them close, and then go ahead and bring everything close, especially the position, okay? There you go, and you bring it closer. And you can actually even bring them closer, okay? All you got to do is, so you can bring this out a little bit more, okay, see? There we go, so you make it even further out, and that way you can just go ahead and bring things a little bit closer. You don't, you try to avoid doing this because you want to plan it all out. Okay, so hopefully that'll answer your question there. Okay, then I get these guys here, and I bring them all. If you already exported it, don't worry about it, but try it though, okay? You don't have to re-export it, just do this. Okay, so you can see when it's full how they're pretty much right next to each other. And so I will, let's see, now it's going a little bit faster, boom. Okay, although you notice, however, that the thing didn't change because we didn't change these guys. So why don't you do the same thing here? Pretty much have it touched with each other. And see how it goes. Just assume the very best. Okay, so hopefully that answers your question a little bit. Notice it changes red, blue,